Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my preview of the 2020 Week 2 NFL matchup, which pits the New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this has the makings of a very, I'd say, a marquee matchup. You could say these two teams are both elite. I would put them both in the upper echelon of teams in the NFL. I do actually believe that New England is going to win the division this season. I understand there's a lot of people who think it's going to be Buffalo, but New England coach Bill Belichick is a master at improvising and making the best of what he has and getting people to play to their maximum potential. I think it's going to be no exception this season with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. That being said, though, I actually like in this particular game, I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks to win at home over the New England Patriots. Seattle was 7-1 at home in 2019. They're obviously a very formidable home team. You look at the New England Patriots, they're definitely a team that is has a completely a new look offense on them. You have a dual threat with Cam Newton, who's very versatile, like Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks, can run and throw the ball. Cam Newton is very mobile, and the thing about this though is Cam Newton is just 2-6 lifetime against the Seattle Seahawks, and it is a road game. New England and given that New England may not be quite as good as they were last season overall, and the fact that Seattle is likely, I would say, at least the caliber of team they were last season, if not improved slightly, it's these factors tell me that New England it will lose this game. It could be a competitive game. You look at Seattle; they have as far as their team goes, they're just a very complete, balanced team. You talk about players like Bobby Wagner of the Seattle Seahawks, and you look at and Russell Wilson, their quarterback who can do virtually anything on that field. And he's obviously, I would say Russell Wilson may be the best closer in the NFL as well. And keep in mind, New England really, they did win their first game last week, and they won their opening game at New England, but it was by 10 points against the Miami Dolphins. It was a home game. And they're naturally, if they're going to win this game, they're going to prevail in this game against the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to have to play better than what they did last week. I understand it's a new offense for Cam Newton. This is going to probably might take some time for Cam Newton and the offense to completely gel and play cohesively. And don't get me wrong, Cam Newton actually played very well last week. I think he was like 15 of 19 as far as his he had 15 completions and 19 pass attempts, so he threw for a high completion percentage, and I think he ran for over 100 yards in that game. So he obviously, I think we're seeing what Cam Newton, the Cam Newton of old, well before that injury he suffered that kept him out of the NFL for some time, and we may continue to see that in this game. But I think when I look at Seattle, though, I think there's just going to be too many. There's just too many weapons on Seattle, and their offense, I think, is right now is likely better than the New England Patriots. And for me, I just don't know if New England can get the amount of points that Seattle is going to get. Are they going to be able to keep up with Seattle's offense in this particular matchup? I don't think they're going to be able to do that. But New England, they do have some hope because I do believe they retain the nucleus of their defense they had last season, and that defense was one of the best defenses in the NFL. They were right up there in scoring defense. I know that much, and also Seattle in recent time has had some success against the Patriots. They won two of the last three against the New England Patriots. I do believe history does mean something when you're playing, when you're playing an opponent in the NFL. It can play a role. It's really like how you look at the New England Patriots, how they've dominated my New York Jets over a number of seasons, and history does show a certain propensity to do something over, especially when it's more over a prolonged period as opposed to a shorter period. I understand winning 2 out of the last 3 games against the team may not be that big of a deal, but it does show certain success against a football team. And in this particular matchup, it tells me Seattle is, I mean, to me, at the very least, they would be competitive against the New England Patriots, but I do see them actually winning this game. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.